get the guideline and point the scale line cut. Straight out and look at guideline and point the scale line cut. And straight out and point the scale line cut until navel area. Point the scale line cut. Divide into two sections. And people parting. And look at this. Guideline. Pointy cut. And straight out. Point the scale cut against the guideline. Guideline. And the next straight out. Point the scale line cut and divide into two sections. And pivot body. Straight out and again guideline and pointy cut and straight out and pointy scale line cut and straight out and pointing scale line cut. Divide into two sections. And the last pivot section and straight out. Look at guideline. Point the scale line cut. Point the scale line cut. And check the length. Check length. Check the length. Now on, the first new vertical section begin. Two section, divide two section. Vertical point, vertical section, and straight out. And look at the guideline, pointing scale line cut. Straight out, scale line cut. Point the scale line cut. The next divide, also divide into two sections and vertical section and straight out and pointing scale line cut. Look at. Keep in mind the guideline, scale line, pointing cut. Divide into two sections and vertical cutting. Look at this. Guideline, pointing and scale line cut. Straight out, pointing, scale line cut. Divide into two sections and the last section. Straight out and look at this. The guideline and pointing scale line cut and pointing the scale line cut. Check it the length, the same length. I have the basic and about cut. Now I am blowing out and I am doing final, refine, and texturizing haircut. During blowing out, check the hair density and texture area needed to be cut again, and what area to be texturized, what area to be in it. During blowing out, check and think. Now for reducing hair density, I am using thinning scissors, such as thinning scissors of comb. And I'm using deep point cut. 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 Leave it the print line. Don't use the thinning scissors on print line. Later on print line, for making texturizing expression, I am using slicing cut. Also, the perimeter line on fringe, don't use the thinning out. Later on, I am using slicing cut, such as texturizing haircut technique. And also this area, thin out, and thin out, and deep point cut. I'm doing side area on thinning cut. Deep point cut, deep pointing cut, deep point thinning cut. Thinning cut and picking. For making hair texture on mobility, on movement, hair movement, and deep point cut. Deep point cut. I'm using thinning scissors over comb. Thin out, thinning up, and deep pointing cut. Deep pointing. Pointing, thinning cut. Thinning cut. Thinning cut. And picking. For mobility and hair texture on back area, on golden area, picking cut. Texturizing point cut. Texturizing point cut. Texturizing point cut.